Welcome. Now what we will do is go ahead and write methods to create, update, get details, delete and get all items related methods. So we'll go to our item service and in here the first thing that we will do is in the item service is basically go ahead and import some things. So first is import Axios from Axios and then we will need the item this class here. So we'll say import inside this item. This is what gets exported. So we need to import this with this particular name from let's say dot slash item and we have this decorator which is iterate injectable, more specifically class level decorator injectable. Similarly, we have more decorators like modules, ng modules, and also if we check the component, we have the iterate component. So these are called decorators. So maybe they will be asked in your interview questions. Of course, what's the use of it? They help us declare some things which the class expects beforehand. So here this decorator is telling us that this is going to be provided in the root of our application. So now what we will do is go ahead and create some methods. And these methods will correspond to the API calls that we will have. So the first method will be getting all items. So we'll say get all items and this will be returning a promise. Promise is very common thing in asynchronous API programming, which is nothing much than literally a promise that we make. Let's say we say I make a promise that I will do this, which means we are saying we are going to do that in upcoming time. So promise helps us delay certain thing for a certain period, but this promise needs to be resolved into either a success or a failure. So now here we will say promise of any, which means in TypeScript any data type, and here we will say return. So we are returning a promise directly which is returned from axios.get and which API we have to make a call. Very important to know. So our REST API for getting all items is this. So API slash items. So we will make a call to slash API slash items. The rest part of the API, which is the base URL, will be automatically picked up by Axios because we have already configured it in our environment development file, this one, and this is getting made available in the we have configured it here Axios defaults base URL. So this will be already made available here, so we don't have to worry about the base URL. Similarly, we will be creating another method which will be for details, get item detail. So this method will basically take some parameter. In this case, it will be the ID of the item, and the item ID will be with the number. as data type. And what this will do is this will return again a promise of any. This is going to be the return type, and here we will just say return. In fact, we can copy this for now and paste it here. And of course, we need to append this with the ID. So we can change this to string literal tilde sign, and then we can just say slash. Let's see what is the API for the detail. So this is slash ID. So let's pass the ID. Dollar of the ID that we are getting from here. We'll copy that and paste it here. So we have created two methods for the API calls of get all items and get item detail. In the next video, we will continue with further API calls. Thank you.